Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the All Star Wrestling Review Series. We enter the year 1982. There are a total of 8 of these available, I believe, on the network currently. Not exactly going to be a ton of things to check out there. Only 8 individuals or only 8 situations to take a peek at. But we do have nearly, 140 of these or something like that, and my computer is randomly playing music in my general direction. In any event, so from the perspective of the situation, we can continue to look at 1982, which is kind of the transition year before the 83 expansion. Certainly, the next 2 years, 82 and 83, got us ready for the Rock and Wrestling Connection, and again, kind of moving into the first of the year. Only a few very basic maneuvers. Jesse Ventura and Lee Wong are the opening bout of the day. Wong gets a couple of shots from Ventura, deeper arm drags and the basic stuff there, and a, deep run as it were. And then we see Jesse Ventura with an armbar and an overall basic connection there. Then we see Ventura with a hard shot to the back of Wong. He continues to stay on his man as quickly and effectively and efficiently as possible and manages to run things forward from there. Ventura gets the modified backbreaker and the victory, and certainly Classy Freddie Blassie happy with that. Then we move to another in the series of matches, kicking off 1982. This is a Steve Travis match. Steve Travis, of course, coming back to the WWF, defeating Jeff Carney, and not exactly a match that anybody necessarily has to look, aggressive towards or anything like that. Travis, a little bit of a scrawnier guy on the lighter side. Not exactly a guy that is going to upend a lot of things, but managing to do things there. And also kind of, sort of, getting things going in that general direction. Gotta grab my phone. We'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here to close this one out.
Incoming Keen Chat request.
And again, Travis being in this position is more about them wanting to give a young guy a bit of a rub after they'd already kind of put some time and energy into him. Doesn't necessarily go quite according to plan, but ultimately there is a nature to kind of going forward in that direction, and ultimately also kind of getting things going more in a positive and consistent directive that way. We continue to see kind of Travis looking stronger than your average guy at the time, so I don't know if there was necessarily a plan to move him forward or what that fully looked like, but the fact of the matter remains that, in fact, they were having a kind of run that way with kind of moving him forward, coming back through the area, and again, he gets a victory in pretty short order. We move to another in the series of matches there, and match after his is Freddie Blassie coming out and presenting Adrian Adonis. Adonis, a guy who a lot of people say Freddie Blassie doesn't exactly doesn't fit with Blassie. Blassie usually going for the foreign heels, but Adonis not fitting that mold by any stretch of the imagination. Adonis, many multifaceted shots along the way and basic maneuvers, punches, kicks, and eventually some modified, more traditional wrestling holds, a modified power slam, and the eventual Goodnight Irene sleeper hold leading to a victory. Adonis saying that he wants Bob Backlund. Adonis saying he wants to fight, wants to get things going in his general direction for the future. They don't necessarily move him forward in that way. And then we see a confrontation between Greg Valentine and Pedro Morales. They kind of take each other out pretty aggressively here. And Valentine and Morales go brawling. Valentine tries to break his leg. Then we see the final match, I believe the final match of the day, as we see Martel and Gurria against Ron Shaw and Jose Estrada. But this match has already taken place on another program, so we won't necessarily cover it, as does the Tony Atlas match. Tony Atlas getting a victory over Pete Mitchell from a few weeks before. Atlas walking all the way around the ring with the man above his head and the press slam. So, closing on that note, we will close and ultimately be good to go. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.